Hey there, Saber fans, Shamim here. We've got a Darth Vader lightsaber to show off to you guys today. This was a 2003 Master Replicas Force Effects lightsaber with a permanently affixed blade. The customer sent to me to convert to a removable blade with in-hilt LED, and he also wanted to replace the stock sound board and electronics with Nano Biscotti setup. So a couple things went into this particular Vader build that are different from other Vader builds. The 2003 version of the Master Replicas Vader is A New Hope, but then also had the sliding switch up here in this black bulb release button. Compare that to most other versions of Master Replica Hasbro and Black Series Vaders, which have a sliding switch up here that goes up and down here in the control box. Once you install the aluminum blade holder from Custom Saber Shop to get dueling quality up here, you can no longer use this switch because the blade holder goes all the way down to about here. So you need to do a new switch. So what we did was install the tactile switch underneath the bubble strip here. So this is now glued in place. It's no longer the switch, and your switch is now a tactile switch underneath the bubble strip. So the saber is pretty light in the hand. It's not super heavy, but it does still have a good heft to it. You've got a blade plug here. This is KR Sabers style MPP blade plug. There's also a 3D printed pommel insert from Shapeways. I believe Darth Rio is the one who designed this. If not, I apologize, my mistake, but I believe it was Darth Rio. I cleaned up the grips as best as I could because they were all sticky and old from you know, these old Master Replicas. Grips like to deteriorate over time. Blade retention screw is up here. This is a set screw in between your two thumb screws. These thumb screws are not removable. They're just for decoration. So your set screw is right up there. Remove that to get the blade plug out. In terms of chassis, I've drilled a small 832 set screw here. This is your chassis retention screw. The interior diameter of this particular Vader hilt is a bit larger than any of the chassis that I had readily available. And so this just helps to push it up against the side wall just so that it doesn't rattle around. So anytime you need to remove the chassis to either charge it or to access the SD card, there you've got your soundboard, and you can see you've got your chassis, and you can see the little extra space along there, and that's what the set screw is helping to do. There, you can see it right there. So that's locking the chassis in place. So just unscrew that, and then the chassis will slide out, and you can access that. Nano Biscotti V4 soundboard. It's got 3 sound banks on it. They're set up for 3 Darth Vader dark side sound fonts. You've got MPP HD. You've got DVR1 and Dark Meat. All 3 of them have custom Darth Vader boot up sounds. So let's go ahead and get started. This is MPP HD. Nano Biscotti V4 has very, very nice sensitivity. Press and hold to turn off. Press and hold, wait for 1 beep, let go, that will activate mute mode. So there's no sound, you still get your blade effects like flash on clash. Press and hold to turn off. Then press and hold, wait for 2 beeps, that'll advance to the next font. Oops, I let go of it, you gotta be pretty firm with it. There we go. This is DVR1. This is one of my favorite Darth Vader sound fonts. You got your ignition and your hum, both of them flawless. And those are the 2 most important aspects to a sound font for me personally. But also, listen to these clashes. Amazing clashes. I love how destructive and clean and crisp they are. And finally, you've got Dark Meat. Press and hold.
It is useless to resist.
Yes, it is. This is a default sound font from Plector Lab boards, but I really love the I love everything about it. The swings are crisp and clean. The hum is very deep and bassy. Let's throw a blade in there, and we can see the deep red white LED. Out you come. There we go. It went flying out. My apologies. You don't get to see it. Let's see if I can find it. Where did it land? There we go. There's your blade plug. This blade holder is a 1-inch, so any 1-inch blade will fit. It may be a little tight depending on what particular blade you use. Some of these custom Saber Shop blade holders can be a little on the tight side. Let's go back and hear the boot up sound for the first font. We missed that.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Nice. So you've got your deep red LED. Beautiful shade of red. It's exquisite in person. Really, really blood deep red. With a nice white flash on clash. So there you have it, guys. 2003 Master Replicas, Force Effects Darth Vader lightsaber. This is the A New Hope version. Tactile switch under the bubble strip. Deep red white tri-Cree XBE2 aluminum blade holder for dueling capability. Nano Biscotti V4 soundboard. There's a 28mm high bass speaker from KR Sabers installed in here. That's what makes it so loud and crisp. I love those speakers. Yeah, thank you all. Let me just show off the chassis real quick. Alright, so there's your chassis retention screw. Give that a few turns in the opposite direction. I also wrapped the chassis in some Velcro just to help fill out the bottom part of it, because you know at the top the LED retention the retention screw is holding it in place, but I didn't want the bottom of it to be rattling around, so I just wrapped it in a little bit of Velcro. The Velcro here covers up the recharge port, so you just take off that little flap. You can access the recharge port. The SD card is there, very easy to access, and everything else is wired very nicely and cleanly. So just slide that back in, align this upper lip up with the retention screw, give that a little push in, being careful not to touch the actual face of the speaker with your finger, and then tighten the retention screw until it's pretty firm. So there you have it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.